Remember, from outlets as varied as the New York Times and Fox News were kicked out of the Pentagon press corps for refusing to abide by new Orwellian reporting restrictions? Well, the Department of Defense just announced the replacement press corps, if you can call it that. A ragtag collection of election deniers and pro-Trump propagandists handpicked to amplify what the administration wants amplified, including Timecast, a podcast from conservative influencer Tim Pool, who was accused of participating in a Russian disinformation campaign ahead of the 2024 election. Then there's far-right conspiracy site Gateway Pundit, which just settled a defamation lawsuit related to baseless election fraud claims, and Lindell TV, the streaming service run by MyPillow CEO and Trump donor Mike Lindell. I mean, Simone, you can't make it up. It's just also, it would be funny if it wasn't so tragic, and critical reporting and accountability for young troops was not what is being missed right now.
I mean, preach it, Elise. Look, as a former comms person, were there days that I wish I could pick the press pool that was following us when I worked at the White House or when I was on some of these campaigns, when I was out on the campaign trail? Yes. Did I ever actually think that it was appropriate for me to be having those thoughts? No. OK, so two things can be true at the same time. But the fact that the administration has actually acted on this at the Pentagon, first of all, I think it's a test case. OK, if they'll do this at the Pentagon, where else are they doing it? Come on now. White House press corps, tap in. OK, clock it, please. Clock the T. But secondly, this isn't just about access, right? This is about conditioning us, in my opinion, for, you know, to believe dear leader, to just take what the state says at face value, conditioning us to be OK with folks not pushing back, not asking questions, to just take the government at face value. Every single administration, Democrat and Republican, I think it is required, it's mandatory for it to be questioned by the Fourth Estate. Because sometimes, I used to work at the White House, okay? Sometimes we tell you what we want to tell you. And then the reporters, the great journalists, will come in and they will ask the questions and they will do their investigative journalism, and they might find out some things that maybe the people in the government didn't necessarily want you to know just yet. But it's not about what the government wants you to know. It's about what you are due as an American citizen in this country.
Listen, you talk to reporters who cover the Pentagon, and they say we will continue to do our jobs. We are well sourced. We are going to talk to folks inside there, and we are going to bring you the news that you've come to rely on. At the same time, one of the common denominators of the three of us is that we have all been comms people at some point. And so we understand that the message is important, the messenger is important, and the optics are important. And the optics of those folks who, as you just said, Simone, are not doing legitimate reporting. They are not pushing back. They are having the president respond to them when they interview with the president with things like, I like that question. They have the benefit of the image of the Pentagon and the pageantry that comes with that behind them. And that, to your point about the conditioning, is in and of itself very dangerous.
Yeah, look, the reporters are writing the first draft of history. This is an unprecedented, crazy, insane, insert whatever you want time, that it will be documented for the history books. And so every single time the reporters like Ken Delanian here at MSNBC and Carol Leonnig break a story, they are breaking and writing down the first draft of history. I think it matters for us if if it's accurate.
I'm telling you, though, I only think that this is going to really backfire on Hegseth and DOD and their press operation, because by kicking out the legit reporters, you're drawing more attention to them, and leaks are going to come to them from men and women of the U.S. military who want accountability and transparency and believe in the morality of the U.S. military.